Come on, I'm going to say it like the old folk. You say, we trying to get all of our ducks in a row before we move. And then after we moved, the ducks was in a row, but nothing happened. See, it's better to move on God's timing with your ducks out of line than to think you know more than God. Yeah, I'm talking right this morning. This is some good stuff this morning. This is some life-changing stuff. But it doesn't happen for people who can't be still. Sometimes God will tell you, don't do nothing, just sleep on it. Lord, if I don't do something, I'm going to toss and turn all night. Not if you trust him. If you trust him, you'll lay down. Your spouse may look at you and say, you still ain't told me what we going to do. He ain't spoke yet, but all is well. There we go. All is well. If you want to stay up all night, you stay up all night. But I'm going to ask you to go in the other room so you don't do all that commotion and going on in here, because I'm about to just go to sleep. I'm just going to be still. Come on. Y'all know my testimony, my famous testimony of being at work and Donna calling me up, saying the repo man is at the door and he wants to repossess your nice burgundy Lincoln with peanut butter interior. Wait, first car I ever had that had a cell phone in it. I never got the service, but it don't change the fact that the cell phone was in the car. I don't care what my older daughter laughing. I still had the cell phone. It was there to be used if I would so have chosen. A lot of y'all got cars, you don't use them either. You got the little thing, you go, wait, let me go. The little garage thing to open it. Some of us ain't even said it for the garage and so forth. But she called me at work. She said, they here to repossess the car. I said, Donna, give me a moment. See, I don't mind folk who knock the tithe, because I know they ignorant. I know they ignorant. Because see, he has proven to me. Woo! I said he proved to me and said to me the tithe is holy. It ain't just Old Testament, it's New Testament. It ain't just law, it's before the law. And he told me, if you don't touch what's mine, and you'll give me what's holy, I'll always take care of you. Always. That's what he, always. Economy don't matter. Always. Job don't matter. What you make per hour don't matter. Give me what's holy. And she said, he's out here and he's wanting to take the car. I said, hold on, Donna. I said, Biz, let me call you back. She said, you got to do, Donna, just hold on. I'm going to call you right back. She was in a bad spot. And I called her back. I said, what is going on? She said, you know we ain't paid them. I said, I know it. She said, the man said, if you'll give him anything, he won't take it. Anything. He needs something to show his supervisor that y'all willing. Just give him anything. She knew and I knew. The only thing in the house was the tithe. Laying aside cash. Demon spoke to me and said, God understand. He wouldn't want you to lose your car. And so I walked around, Deacon Johnson. See, sometimes people can say stuff to you, but until you know for yourself, I ain't arguing with you about the tithe, until you know for yourself. And so I knew if I give the man what doesn't belong to me, at least for today, this goes away. And I had been working a lot of overtime, so the tithe was a good amount of money. Because back then, you know, when we went to church, they didn't even receive the tithe. Every Sunday it was on first and third. So I had been working overtime, I mean, real good. You know, it was a good one. Good bonus falling hard. It was good. It was good. It was going to please him now. He was going to go on and leave us alone. I called back. I told Donna. I said, this is what you do. She knew the money was in there. I said, I ain't touching what you know is in there. And, you know, I said, we can't do that. I said, you let him take the car. I said, the same way God gave it to us. He'll move or he'll give us another. I said, but it's something I don't want you to worry about. I said, let the man take the car. Man went out there, came back, knocked on the door. Him and Donna had a conversation. She called me. She said, can you talk? I said, what's going on? Donna, come on now. What's happening? She said, the man looked at the car and said, your husband has been taking good care of this car. And said, I don't care what my boss tells me. I ain't touching this car. You tell him when he gets home to call and they'll work something out with him. But this is one order that I will not follow. And she came back and said the man refused to touch it. See, that was something between me and my God. That was God showing me, son, I alone can take care of you. Be seated. That's when over the years I've been able to let folk come and let them go when they don't believe in the tithe. See, but I had to be still. Now I'm finna move on, but see, some of us, we getting all bent out of shape over 10%. Let me teach it right and then I'm gonna move on. It's sad, but the only time 10% is a lot of money is in church. Because whenever you go to a store and you see 10% off, it don't cause you to shout, it don't cause you to jump, and you tell yourself, is that all? Because you know 10% ain't much. Matter of fact, we talk about people who have going out of business sale and you drive all the way over there and it's 10% off the entire store. Most of us be like, I shouldn't have wasted my time. The only time, and this sad, that 10% is looked at as a whole lot of money is when it comes to church folk giving the tithe. And one thing about God, unlike your taxes, unlike my taxes, unlike your utility bill, unlike food, unlike the price of living, God has never gone up. It was 10 with Abraham, it's 10 with Cochran. Be seated. So he said, be still. If you able to be still, it comes with a promise. Isaiah 1:19 said, if you're willing and obedient, you shall eat the good of the land. See, God don't want us to just be still just for the sake of being still. He wants you to obey him so he can do for you what you asked him to do. You asked God to help you. And see, sometimes, listen to me, because it goes against everything you hear in church sometimes. Sometimes when we ask God to help us, he's not going to tell us to do sometimes what we want to do. And don't ever look at me like that, like you ain't ever asked God for help, but you already know what you want to do. You just want permission, I'll break it down, to leave this job. And so when you say, God, move on this job, what you're really saying is, God, move me off this job. And he comes back. And what I love about God is that he ain't never been complicated. He come back and say, be still. Lord, I've been here 10 years. Be still. See, sometimes he don't care what we think. Sometimes he don't care how you feel. Lord, I'm sick and tired of being in this marriage. And you know, I just want a divorce. And he just says, be still. Well, Lord, you know I want to be married. So I can tell folks I was married now. And Lord, I know he ain't what you would want me to have. And I know deep down that he like women and men, but I can't be still. Ooh. See, away with this doctrine that we think because we save and faithful that you get everything you want. And some of us gonna keep hopping from church to church, wanting to hear a certain thing. God will send you to a church. I know this firsthand. And he'll tell you when you get there. See, y'all should have finished it. See, y'all should have finished. When you get there, be still. When I joined the place of refuge, God said, this is the last church you'll ever join. But see, don't shout me down. Because when I went there, see, when God sends you places, he already knows where he's sending you. And see, there are some things you don't know. But you keep talking about God sending you. See, a lot of time he's sending you somewhere to correct you. He's sending you somewhere to change you. He's sending you somewhere to show you you don't know everything you think you know. So when you get here, I don't want you doing a whole lot of talking. I want you to be still and listen. Go over there and get ready to change. Go over there and get ready to be uncomfortable. Go over there and get ready for your toes to get stepped on every Sunday. Go over there and learn how to grow up. Go over there and learn how to save money. Go over there and learn how to prosper. Go over there and learn how to cancel debt. But when you get there, be